about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 14-yard line.
You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Toine Jennings. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another big play and another 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Outside. Watch out.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stacked up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Purdy from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack, and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Purdy now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 73 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Blocking, 18. Panthers 50. Panthers.
Now it's JCM, Jacory Crosby-Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 93 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well. Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Watch out! Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Ballore buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Throwing here, Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got him in, complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Get set. Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll shift things around.
Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Yellow. 18. What's up? Yellow. 11.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. Final runs up.
Final play of the half. Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 26.
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
4 yards.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Daniels going to keep it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamondor Lenore.
Daniels pass.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's able to get this out just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Purdy. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
60 back there, 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Daniels going to keep it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
44-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
First down, San Francisco, to pick up 14 yards.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jacob Martin. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Purdy will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers 15.
catching the touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time faded.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That's caught out right by Jennings. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Purdy, big 4th down play. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is going to have a 49ers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel from 21 yards away.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
49ers 15.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown. Jerome Jennings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Yellow. Yellow. Stop.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
This will not go down. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Daniel's going to keep it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Ready. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Ready.
Krosky-Merritt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Get set, get set. Buddy, cheat, watch out. Up.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. Yellow, right around, up.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Touchdown 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall.
37 yards.
And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The 49ers will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will be incomplete. 1.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.